Simon Freakley has been examining the disruptive forces facing CEOs. He's the chief executive of the consultancy AlixPartners. He joins me from New York. It's fascinating, this disruption index, because it's not about the obvious, is it? It's about these things like Schultz is talking about that are coming out of nowhere, societal of nature, long-lasting, and have to be dealt with. So how do you?
Well, Richard, great to be with you again. And you're absolutely right. It's not just that there's any one disruptive force. There are multiple forces acting on every business in every industry, in every geography. And it's the layering of each of these on top of each other that are proving to be so challenging for many businesses. And of course, we're seeing that now in their reported earnings.
And so when I look at the work that you do, obviously restructuring, in some cases liquidation, and other cases Chapter 11 type of work, but the restructuring, what do you find leaders need more now and don't have?
Well, as you know, Richard, most of our businesses, our work is with businesses that are thriving, some of which in difficult circumstances. But of course, what good leadership means at a time like this is making sure that a business remains agile, that business leaders are not a hostage to any strategies that have gone before. They're keeping their costs down as low as possible, and to the extent possible, moving fixed costs to be variable to stay agile. And so it's a matter of ensuring that they can make the best decisions at every moment as they deal with these multiple disruptive forces.
This is a how long is a piece of string question. In the current environment, what sort of CEO, or which sort of CEO is preferable? The technocrat or the visionary? Now, of course, ideally you have a bit of both in both, but you know, the guy or woman who's worked their way up and suddenly finds themselves and technically very good at running the company, but doesn't have a vision, which is better?
Well, you certainly have to know where you're going. But what we see from our work on the front line with clients every day, Richard, is that the best leaders, the best leadership teams are people that do it nearly right, but do it now. They stay agile. They're not a hostage to anything that's gone before. They do ensure that they have the balance sheets to give them optionality, by which I mean, to the extent possible, they keep cash on their balance sheet. So they're not wholly at the mercy of debt markets. They can take advantage of interesting opportunities that come up where many of their competitors haven't got the cash to do that. So the best leaders are the ones who are their own chief communication officers. Right. They know where they're going, but they can narrate it and they move quickly.
Simon, we have obviously small, medium-sized business owners watching us around the world. Perhaps they might not have the wherewithal to pay your fees. So give them some free advice, please, courtesy of Questmeans Business. What should they be looking at doing? And I realise I'm asking a very broad question, but if you're a CEO, whether it's in the Middle East, South Africa, Latin America, and you look at the scale at the moment, what should they have in their minds?
So key, of course, is what does the customer want? So making sure that the business strategy is absolutely geared around meeting the customer's needs, making sure that you have the resources necessary to deliver to that. Your earlier speaker talked about a tight labor market. Actually, within that labor market, the skills market is even tighter. So if you need digital skills to make sure you can pivot your operating model and your strategy, make sure you have a strategy to get hold of them. For every business, making sure your supply chain is secure. You know, in this time of terrible disruptions, awful ground war in Ukraine, it's now just not a matter of having just-in-time production, it's having just-in-case production as well. So securing your supply chain and making sure that as chief executive, you are your chief communication officer. You're explaining to your clients, your staff, your broader stakeholders what you're doing, why you're doing it, and why it's your best strategy. And doing it nearly right, but doing it now.
Nearly right, but now. Thank you, Simon. I shall put that into practice.
Thank you, Richard.
Nearly right, but now.